Look at the nose. Look at the. I'm telling you, the lips, the nose. Hold on. Yes. Yes. What are my thoughts on the Sakamoto Days OP? I am so glad you asked, because to be completely honest, I was planning on talking about this anyway, so we might as well get this out of the way now. To give you guys some background here, the Sakamoto Days anime has been controversial since the beginning. Since the very moment it got announced, it was controversial. Now, the reasons that Sakamoto Days anime was controversial are, one, because it's being produced by Netflix, and Netflix has definitely shaped up their game in recent history for certain projects. However, let's not pretend that Western companies know anything about what they're doing with anime. Not saying that Japan is much better when it comes to taking advantage of editors or just trying to pump out a product as soon as you possibly can, you know? But not on top of animation, because also that depends on the studio, right? You know, that you could say, you know, Netflix just produces it. A problem that I also have with Western media companies is the way that they market anime. Like, think about it. Bleach. 1,000-Year Blood War. One of the big three. One of the original biggest animes of all time, right? Like the comeback of a series 10 years in the making or something like that. I don't remember how long the anime was out for. How much marketing have you collectively seen? Not just in general, right? Because you've got Anime News Network, you've got all of these, you know, IMDb, blah 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 blah. How much marketing have you seen for Bleach from Hulu, from the people that bought the rights? Let's see. That's Viz Media. Viz Media. This is your sign to watch Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. Ichigo insists. July 10th, 2023. 15K views. Viz Media. Hulu support. It didn't even know Hulu had it. Exactly. Or Disney, I'm sorry. Disney, Hulu, that whole conglomeration. You know, Disney, Hulu, Viacom, Fox Network, you know, everything at this point. They just do a terrible job of promoting it. And if it wasn't for the old heads, the people that wanted the series to return, driving the hype and like building it up, it would be dead in the water. What happened to Undead Unluck? Now, I haven't personally read Undead Unluck, but from what I hear, it's really, really good. Hulu bought the rights to that anime. Had an actually stellar season 1. The animation was actually sick. Again, Undead Unluck, I've never read it. Doesn't really seem to be my thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just need to give it a chance. But had a great anime adaptation from what fans of the series said. Dead in the water series because there was no promotion, there was no hype around this. No one talked about this. Did you if you weren't a solid fan of this series, you didn't really give a fuck about this because Hulu didn't tell you to watch this. No one told you to watch this. No one promoted it correctly. Same thing, and Undead Unluck is a pretty popular ongoing manga right now. Maybe not in our little community, but again, like, they just did nothing for it to boost its popularity and get it talking. When it comes to a manga like this, like, could you imagine if Hulu promoted this, right, and hyped it up and had people watching it and had people want to check it out and had people, you know, talking about it on Twitter every fucking week? That would have skyrocketed this series' popularity, right? Like, because all of the Western fans, us, just like not for nothing, whenever you picked up on Jujutsu Kaisen, whenever you picked up on any of these different series, My Hero Academia, Black Clover, Naruto, Bleach, whatever, when you watch the anime gets really good. It pulls you in and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna read the manga now. Because this had such a low, viewer base and it didn't really draw much hype, it didn't get that fluctuation of Western fans to skyrocket Undead Unluck in the same way that like Jujutsu Kaisen would. Could you say and argue, look, Undead Unluck just isn't really that good? I'm sure you could, but from what I hear about it, I hear it's a really good series. And again, you have people in the chat saying I like the anime was good. Again, if this anime caught on, it could have been one of the next big things. Now again, another series that was, another series that is really good in Shonen Jump ongoing right now, and a lot of people like. I personally don't read it. Mission Yozakura Family. Hulu bought the rights for it. Did you guys even know this anime was out? Again, I don't personally read this story, but it is undeniable that it's a very popular ongoing manga in Shonen Jump that given its popularity as a manga, its anime should continue that. Yeah, Mario Buster said there's an anime, exactly, because Hulu didn't tell you that there was an anime. The Sakamoto Days anime from trailer 1 has been questionable at best. It's been very sketchy. It's been very worrisome. We're gonna go to Twitter. So they released the OP, and that's really where this all comes down to, right? They released the OP. And when I tell you it is the most bland, this is the best motion they got here. Look at this. Look what they did to my look what they did to my boy. How do I is there a what's the frame by frame button? What's the frame by frame key for Twitter, guys? I need help. What's the frame by frame key for Twitter? Help a brother out. Arrow keys? No. All right. Looks so goofy. What'd they do to my girl? Not Nagumo. That's not Nagumo. Hold on. Let me just check real quick. That's not my goat. Who? Who's that? Huh? That's not Nagumo? What is this, Takamura? What? What? He looks like he looks like the Easter Islands golem. What the hell is... Am I like... You gotta give me something here. You gotta give me this one. You got... Look at the nose, look at the... I'm telling you. The lips, the nose. Hold on. Yes. Yes. It's... Bro. That looks like the fucking... Is that the deer man from Adventure Time? That's not Kashima. Oh, no. You know who it is? You know who it is? It's the stag man from regular show. That's who it is. That's who that fucking is, bro. I did it again. He's isekai-ing, bro. They got boiled and ants showing up. They got Siba and Kashima. Oh no. Shishiba. Oh no. Like, you want to know what this reminds me of? The fall off. That's what this reminds me of. But you know what? At least Tokyo Revengers had a good first season, right? Like when they get those generic anime openings, it's done. It's over. There's nothing else that can be said, right? Tokyo Revengers season 2, as soon as the OP kicked in, it was like the most generic ass song with the most still motioned, simple, like, took them like less than a week, probably right before it happened, like probably right before it came out. You know what I mean? They probably just finished that OP. You know an anime is gonna be good when they take the time. Like even Hell's Paradise, the animation wasn't that good, but they still did the fucking OP right. They snuck that up on you. Hell's Paradise animation really wasn't that good, but the OP was like look at these, look at this. Look at the visuals. I know it's small, but I don't want to get copyrighted. But like, and also the song was fire. The song was alternative. It was like different. Like it was unique. That's also MAPPA, you know. So MAPPA is MAPPA. They're always going to do the OP, you know, great. But either way, like, like if this wasn't Vondi, thered be no redeeming qualities to this OP, to be dead honest with you. I haven't seen the Solo Leveling 2, the Solo Leveling Season 2 OP, but I'm sure it is leagues better. Oh, and it's by Lisa. That's just fire, I bet. Anyway, without getting off track, this anime, from every step of the way, has been getting criticized for its animation. And there has been people that have been hoping and praying that like, no, you know, we just haven't gotten any, we haven't even seen any fight scenes. We haven't even seen what they're capable of. They're really cooking. They're putting in work to all these fight scenes. However, the truth is, and it's clear as day, that unfortunately it's either just because the audience is either younger, so they don't have as much experience beforehand, and maybe I can use my wise sage knowledge for this, but like when an anime or honestly any kind of movie, TV show, anything puts a trailer out, they're always going to use the best work that they have, no matter what it is. They're always going to use the very best work that they have, without a doubt. No production company in the world is going to be like, oh yeah, show the worst parts of our animation and we'll hold it, we'll hold the good stuff back. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The writing was on the wall from day one in these trailers. Unfortunately, it really was. And it is the worst part is like, I know a lot of people bring up the Blue Lock comparison. The difference with Blue Lock and why Sakamoto Days won't survive is because Blue Lock at least had a very good first season. Blue Lock had an amazing first season that sold everyone on the anime and and did that first season right to get a bunch of people in to the manga. And then when the season 2 came out, all of those fans had already read the manga, so they said, fuck season 2, I still love the manga, I'm just gonna read the manga. And then they came back in the finale and killed it with those last episodes. People were like, all right, I'll watch season 3, but you guys better not do that again. You know, it's these animators need to realize they just need to take the extra time. No one's going to care. The fact that they announced the anime and then they were like, all right, it's coming out in January, which was like, what? They announced it like 6 months ago or something like that, and they barely had anything to show. They were shooting themselves in the foot. It wasn't looking good from the very beginning. Now, again, if I'm wrong and this shit is peak and it's amazing, I would love to be proven wrong because I love Sakamoto Days. And ultimately, my biggest problem isn't with the animators, isn't with the, you know, people that are working hard to bring this kind of product to us. It's with the directors of the company, the owners of the company that think they can shit out a terrible product, and we're just gonna gobble it up anyway, whether it's dog doo-doo or whatever kind of feces they want to serve to us. It's ridiculous that we have to sit here and deal with that. And you know, I hope that they eventually learn. And you know what the thing is they've already killed multiple series. It's just this time it's now happening to a series that I genuinely like, and that's where it kind of sucks, right? Like, I already showed Undead Unluck, I already showed Yozakura Family, and then we have like great series, like, not that Tokyo Revengers manga also didn't fall off, but Tokyo Revengers anime fell off completely right after season 2. The animation went down supremely in quality and also everything else, and as well as did it hype because Hulu bought it. They did no promotion. And then you also have Blue Lock, which anime was terrible even from a Japanese studio. So both Western and Eastern media companies are doing it. So it's sad to see the fucking greed run rampant. And I hope that Blue Lock and 8-Bit and some of the Japanese studios learn. Unfortunately, with Western audiences, and Western media companies, not with audiences, Western media companies, the problem is the way that they're going to look at it is they look at numbers. They look at numbers only. Right? They look at numbers only. Thank you so much for the dono, Loud. Thank you for the 10 subs. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Med, thank you for the $2. Blame producers and execs, by the way. It's always their fault. Oh, yeah, exactly. I always only blame them, 110%. Always only blame them. Thank you guys so much for the support. Love you both. Thank you, Loud, as well. They're going to put money into these new series. Like I said, Undead Unluck, Yozakura, all these other series, they're gonna flop, and then Netflix, Hulu, all these Western companies are gonna be like, oh, people don't like anime. Anime sucks. I'm not gonna pick up these series anymore. Fuck these series. Or like, that's how you get like great season 1s, like Heavenly Delusion. Heavenly Delusion is a great series, great animation, great story. No one fucking knows about it. No one knows about it. It got no promotion. No one marketed it. It's amazing, but no one fucking knows about it. And now it's kind of dead in the water. I don't know if season 2 got announced. But the thing is that they're gonna look at this now as like, oh, yeah, there is no announcement whatsoever. They're gonna look at it as like, oh, the series didn't do well. Let's not fund this. Fuck it. And it's not because it's not a good product and people don't want to watch it. It's because they're not marketing it correctly. Yeah, they shoot themselves in the foot and cry when it hurts. Exactly. So yeah, I think especially now that we've seen the OP, I think the Sakamoto Days anime might not be the greatest thing. I think it'll be serviceable. But I don't think it's going to be the great and amazing choreography that everyone wanted and everyone was expecting and looking for, sadly. Again, I kind of saw the writing on the wall from the very beginning. I know a lot of people were still kind of holding on to that cope, But now the main series is going to suffer because that boost of Western audiences and even Eastern audiences that weren't reading the manga are now never going to check out the anime, because not only is it going to get poorly marketed, it is... I mean, they tried to do marketing a little bit better for Sakamoto Days, but if it's terrible, then people aren't going to watch it. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about the Sakamoto Days opening and the Sakamoto Days anime. It comes out on the 11th, so all we can do is hope and pray, guys. Until then, check out Solo Leveling.